Alright, we have a new problem. Inheritance from HackerRank. In this video, I'm going to just use a Java 8. Some part of the codes are provided because here it doesn't mention about how we can write about solution part or the person part. Therefore, I have to use this Java 8 part. Okay. Let's continue understanding the problem. Today we are delving into inheritance. Check out the text for learning. Okay. Our task: we are given two classes, person and student, where person is the base class and student is the derived class. So we have a person class which stores first name, last name, ID number. We have a constructor, the ID number, and we have a print person method, and our student class, which we are going to provide some codes here, are extending the person class, and other than that we have a solution part. Okay, we can change it, so it is not our problem. We are just going to start from here. We will just only focus on this class, student class. So let's continue. Students are provided for you in the editor. Observe students inherits all the properties of person. So here we need to inherit from everything from the person class. A student class constructor which has 4 parameters. We need to provide our constructor at first. Public. What is the constructor name? Students. So in our student class, we need to give those parameters, right? Let's first give it integer, no, not integer, string, first name, and let's check it. It is protected, so you can reach it from this package. The first name, string, last name, and integer. Is it integer or long? No, it is integer. An ID number. And fourth element is the test scores. So here we don't have a test scores. Okay, in student class we have test scores. So in the constructor part, there will be a provided array, integer array. So we need to give integer array types by the name of, let's call it course. Okay. And here we have a constructor of person as well. So we have to provide the first name, last name, and ID, right? Because I think that, let's check this part again. From student class, it says first name, last name, ID, and test scores. And after that, from student class, we get print person. So therefore, we have to provide the first name, last name, and ID number to this constructor. In order to do that, we have to use a super keyword. And we will provide the first name here, last name, and finally the ID number. What this super keyword is going to do, it will provide the first name, last name, ID number for the person class. Because the super class of the student class is person class. Okay? And let's initialize and declare our test scores instance of this class. Let's make it equal to scores. Okay, that's it for the construct part. And after that, we have a chart calculated method that calculates a student object's average and returns the grade character representative of their calculated average. So we need to have a calculate method here. Public, what is the type? It returns the grade character. So it will return, uh, at first it will calculate the average, and according to this average, it will give a character name, and then we have to return the character. So the type is going to be character, and the name is going to be calculate. Okay, we don't have to provide anything for this method, and okay, at first let's, in order to calculate the average, we need to calculate the total number, right? Because in this array, the terminal is going to provide us the array list as shown here by the grades 100 or 80 for Harold Memelli, okay? Uh, and in order to calculate this, the average of this points, we need to sum them and divide them by the number of the elements. Okay, so therefore let's at first initialize and calculate our total. So what is it going to be our total? The summation of the array, all numbers, all elements of the array. So we can call our arrays. In the earlier videos, I have used this arrays class, and I used a stream API for this purpose. And we need to provide our integer array, and which is called test scores. From stream API, we have a sum method. So this is going to sum all the elements of the integer array, and it will store in the total variable. And after this, we can calculate the average, right? Integer average. So the total number divided by the this dot test scores of the length of the array, integer array, right? And after this, after we calculate the average, we have to look for the character. Therefore, we are going to use, we will use if-else conditional statements. So if average is smaller and equal to 100, and average is greater and equal to 19, it will return of character O. Else if average is smaller than 90 but not equal to, and average is greater and equal to 80, it will return E. and else if average is smaller than 18 but not equal, and average greater and equal to 70, it will return A. Then else if average is greater than 70, not greater, smaller than 70, and greater than 55. It will return P. Else if average is bigger than 55 and average is smaller, and if average is smaller than 55 and greater and equal to 40, it will return B. And finally, else it will return T. Right? Okay, I think that's it. Let's run this code. Oh, it's correct. Let's submit the code. There are 8 tests, and all of them are completed successfully.